now the second part of Hold the Pickle podcast with special guest Kelly Klinger. Enjoy.
Yeah. He sent me the whole the vinyl with all the little inserts and all that stuff. So I thought that was really cool. How it kind of had sort of a theme. You know, and I thought old Justin probably would have thought that was kind of cheesy. But I love that, like, new dad Justin thinks, like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably what the fans want.
Yeah, when he kept shouting out, like, Phineas and Silas and Jess and stuff. And I noticed something about him, which I don't know if not a lot of people noticed, but all of his stuff references back to something. So all of his music as a whole, there's like a connection between things. Like on like one album, there'll be a song, and then on the new album, they kind of like mesh together.
Yeah.
So it's like something that he does. I don't know if it's he does everything usually consciously. So I feel like it's like a choice, but I realize that, and I talk to people about it and they're like, what are you talking about? Everything is different. And I'll be like, listen to the line of this song, and then listen to the line of this song. And they
like Cry Me a River and Drown.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely some correlations in some of his songs, and he doesn't do anything on purpose, like by accident. He does everything. There's a purpose for all of it, for sure.
Exactly.
We were trying to figure out if there were Easter eggs in the CD vinyl. Like, we had whole like and like, okay, which one are you looking at? What are we like?
We were doing lies, and everybody was
the crap out of it.
That's hilarious. Now everyone's saying that about Beyonce's tour. How it starts out, and she's on the screen and she's really big or whatever. I was like, oh, that kind of looks familiar.
Right. Because Taylor Swift started the Easter eggs out. But what I did realize about his vinyl, everybody thought it was references and clues to NSYNC, but it was actually references and clues to his songs and his song titles.
Right.
So like when you saw Angel, that was No Angels. Paradise, like that was
the 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So everything was to that. And like on there, there was like a shout out to like Missing. And in Conditions, he's like, if I go missing. So everything was an Easter egg, but to his album. Yeah.
And I can't tell you how hard it is knowing all that and not being able to tell anyone.
Yeah, I know.
Next time we're calling you first. No.
Yeah, you're like, and I'm like, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, like, I have no idea. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I hope he doesn't go missing. Jeez. Yeah.
Right.
Well, it was my first year last year to see him live, so it was.
Oh, really?
Me too.
Mine too.
I had never had the chance.
Did you feel like you were going to come out of your shoes?
I had the greatest experience because Kelsey and I went to all 3. We saw him 3 times.
Yeah.
And we did different areas of the arena.
So did I.
Oh, good.
We did all the way on the top for the first night, which I thought it was amazing because we had like
you could see
view of everything from the top.
Yeah.
Like a drone view almost. And then the second night, which was at the same city, we went in Boston. So we were on the floor, but I was right at the edge when he went down for play.
Yeah.
He walked right by, and I kind of like just grazed his jacket just to kind of say, oh, I touched him.
Yeah.
Like I was being respectful. I didn't want to be like the girls trying to grab him or anything like that because
that was me at New Kids when Donnie Wahlberg walked by me. I was like, you better be giving me a high five, brother.
Yeah, Donnie likes that. He's a please touch me.
I touched his jacket.
Right.
Yeah, come visit me. I'm 40 minutes from Donnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we
Donnie's up in the rafters and the security's trying to get him down.
I saw New Kids also this past year. And then we went to Brooklyn, New York, and we were VIP. We were
at birthday.
For my birthday. It was the day after my birthday.
Were you on the stools?
We were standing, but I was right up against the stage.
Uh-huh.
And I got a high five right before he left B stage to go back to the main stage.
Cool.
So it was
a nice got the flame jump.
I did.
She got the flame jump. Yeah.
You did?
I did in Dallas.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, we don't have a little connection.
I had a sign. My front side of my sign said, I'm flame wrap ready. And Johnny was recording behind me. And in the back of my sign, it said, Lance is number 1, but you're okay too.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh my God, I love it.
So when Johnny posted it, like all you see is the back part of the sign. So
You're
when
like,
I went, I wanted to say, I didn't make a sign, but I wanted to say, here for the music, because Joey's my favorite.
That's awesome. Yeah, when we got up to I sat down at one of the bar stools in VIP, and the girl was like, "Oh, are you for the flame wrap?" And I looked at her and I was like, "God, I hope not." I was like,
He's not
my
more than
husband
that,
might know
because
all
when
the
he
words,
saw
but I
you, that look on his face when he saw you, as I saw the video, I'm like, oh my God, how precious that moment. And him coming up to you and whatever he whispered to you was like so precious. Like,
so I had just been diagnosed with lupus, and and he told, and his mom told him, and when he leaned down, he whispered in my ear, he said, "If you need anything, call me."
I love that.
I didn't want to ask, because I did say he say something. That's why I figured say it. That was on you.
But it literally was like, and I knew as he came around that I knew he would acknowledge me, and but for him to be like, it was just really funny.
So what
good moment.
Did you know the flame? Like, what if he would have put the mic in front of you for flame?
No.
No, I know what the fuck. That's it. That's it.
Right. Let me just say the end.
Like my husband, I tried to get him to learn it because I was like, he should get you to do it. So my husband's a professional golfer. And so that's why in the video you see him go up to my husband and kind of do a golf swing.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, man, I wish Matt would have learned the flame wrap. But there was a girl, like a couple people down from me, and it was her birthday. And so they had picked her, which was great. I love that.
That's what we were trying for my birthday, but we were in a corner, so he couldn't do it.
Yeah, I wonder how many people. I'm like, I would like to see your driver's license. It is not your birthday.
Oh yeah, exactly. I told Melissa to put her driver's license on a photo so he could see it was really her birthday.
That's.
But I'm also that idiot that dressed up like him in the camper skit. So I had like the curly afro and the braces, and he was like cracking up. So I don't even think he could come near us because every time he looked, he was like dying.
Oh my gosh,
he was laughing so hard, and I was like, sorry.
We love those. We love those skits. Anything.
I'm trying to find the photo.
Yeah, it was so funny though, because I was like, most girls are trying to get his attention, like, you know, attention. I'm here looking like an idiot, just trying to make him laugh. Look.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. That's hilarious.
That is amazing.
This one.
Yeah.
I bet he loved that.
He was dying. Like he
chuckled
like,
a couple times.
hard.
He couldn't look at us.
And then he stopped looking in our direction. He's like, no, I can't.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I found I don't know which one of you guys said it. I found all these pictures. I found a picture of Joey from high school.
Oh.
She's like, let me see.
Joey.
Oh my god.
OMG.
Backward hat and Animaniacs. Oh my god. Like
Animaniacs. She loved Animaniacs.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Wait, we're a match made in heaven. I mean, you know. Yeah.
Just don't tell Brad.
Right.
So funny.
He's okay with it.
That's like my husband. He doesn't. Someone was like, "Don't like." I mean, I have on a will travel for boy bands.
Yeah,
I have that on
and everyone's always like, does that ever bother your husband? And I'm like, no, my husband was in a boy band. That's how we met.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
I love it.
My husband's like, keep on meeting girls from all over the country so you can go visit them.
Right. Exactly. Go have fun.
They go.
I'm gonna go golf.
I'm going to concert with Kelsey. He's like, okay, go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we need to move on to our next section, which Roxy is going to do May birthdays to give a shout out to our fans in the fandom.
Okay.
But there was a lot of birthdays. If I missed any, sorry. I tried to go look back at the calendar. We had Jenny, Jalea, Yesenia, Tiff, Kelsey, Kate, Lizzie, Wendy, Chelsea, well, the other Chelsea, Amber, Christina, theirs was today, Michelle, Lance and Carrie, obviously they shared their birthdays, and then Lisa, Day One's VIP.
Shout out Carrie. Love me some Carrie.
Love Carrie.
Yeah. And happy birthday, Lance, obviously, and everybody else from all of us.
Yep.
And then we have some Chris news, right, Rox?
Yes. So I want to start out with the new puppy that Chris got. So cute, but they named the puppy Marshall Mathers, aka Slim Shady.
Yes, they did. I saw that.
So, Chris said in VIP that Nash is obsessed with Eminem, and that's why they named him that.
Yeah, I heard that.
I've heard of that too, because I know there was one time I think Nash had an Eminem shirt on too, but I just thought that was like the cutest thing ever.
Yeah. Well, my dogs are named after. I'm obsessed with Friends, the TV show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have Chandler.
Chandler.
Next week we're going to pick up a Cocker Spaniel, and her name's Phoebe.
Oh,
I'm surprised you didn't name them after NSYNC.
No,
that'd be
like, no. I see them enough. No,
no, I'd be like, that'd be weird being like, Justin, sit.
Yeah, I just call him Timberlake.
It's so funny.
Well, that was a lot of May birthdays.
It is, and I'm probably missing some because when we started doing like the May shout outs last year, the fandom's been growing. So we've been trying to add to the calendar, and now we're trying to like do birthday videos, which Christy's birthday is coming up.
It is.
Yes. On Tuesday.
Her birthday.
I'll be 42.
42. And when's your birthday?
Tuesday.
June the 3rd.
June the 3rd.
Day after my mom's. June 3rd. Christy. Joey.
Oh, no.
You never know.
You never know.
Okay, I have a question.
Sending you our birthdays so that when they come around, you write them down.
You want me to write them all down?
We'll send them to you.
Why is the podcast called Hold the Pickle?
Oh my gosh, Kelsey.
Oh, yes. Melissa, I'll give it to you.
Me and Kelsey were trying to figure out what to do with the podcast and what to name it.
Okay.
And for some reason, that skit that they did for Saturday Night Live kept on popping up on TikTok. So I watch it, and it's one of my favorites of JC because I think he's not that always funny kind of guy.
Yeah.
So when he does get a little silly, I love it because he reminds me of my husband. My husband's the same way, and my husband's name's also Joshua. So
that's funny.
Wow. And so I was thinking, I'm like, Kelsey, hold the pickle. That should be the name.
Yeah, and our mascot's name is Quarter.
Yeah.
Just look what you get for just one more quarter.
And the double meaning is we're all girls. So it's so fitting.
Right. I kind of got that part a little bit thinking, but
That's my mentality.
I had a podcast over COVID that I'm about to start again. So
I saw that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited about it.
Maybe you could have us on your podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
What is your podcast called? I saw it earlier, but I don't remember the name.
It's called Oops, I Said It Out Loud.
Oh,
That's right. Yes.
It's so clever. I love that.
That's so cute.
I love that.
Kind of the story of my life was like, oh God, did I say that out loud?
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So where can our people find it when it does come back up?
Well, so I started an Instagram page. It's Oops, I Said It Out Loud Again is the name of it.
Okay.
And so you can follow me on there. And so that's where I'll start putting all the updates and who my guests are going to be. And the first episode, I'll just it'll probably just be me just talking about why I'm doing a podcast. And, because I feel like everyone and their brother does a podcast. And what do I have to say? So I'm going to talk about all kinds of stuff, though, like mental health issues, parenting, taking care of, putting yourself above everyone else, like taking care of yourself, like that you can't pour from an empty cup kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Just some stuff I think that being almost 50 that I think I've learned a couple of things that maybe I could pass on and maybe help some other people transitioning to an empty nest was one of the hardest things I've ever done. No one prepared me for how to parent adult children.
Yeah.
And so I'm working on a book about that, and that's something that I'm going to talk about. So I'll always talk about pop culture. We will always, I mean, like, I love Sister Wives. I love, I love Secret Wives of Mormon Lives. My husband's like, do you want to be Mormon? Why are you obsessed with these people?
I watched it. I loved it too.
I'm like, I don't know. It just makes my life feel more normal. I don't know.
I watch it too. My husband, he's like, why are you watching? I'm like, it's just interesting.
It's just interesting. Like, he had 4. Wait, 5?
4. No,
he had 4 wives, and now he has 1. And he won't take any responsibility. He
just
thinks
barely, because I think she's sick of his stuff also.
Yeah. So anyways, that's why the tagline is like, we're here to talk about like everything or nothing at all. Like it can just be whatever.
Yeah.
So they can follow me on Instagram on there, and that's where I'll start posting updates and stuff.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Very exciting.
Rox, did you have more Chris stuff?
Yeah, so the Pop 2K dates, he's going to be very busy in June. The next show is June the 6th in San Mateo, California, Hampton Beach, New Jersey, which that one is already sold out, Inglewood, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Silver Springs, Maryland, Atlantic City. That one's on June 27th. He's going to be having an after party. And Ryan Cabrera is going to do the DJ set. So that's going to be fun.
I think we're going in September.
Which one are you going to? I'm going to go again in September, but I'm going to the one that's at the casino in Oak Grove, Kentucky.
That's where I'm going.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I have to get a picture with you because that would be like so awesome.
Yeah, that's where we're going. My husband and I used to spend lots of money at that place.
They're going to walk in and say, well, welcome back, Kelly.
So we have VIP. So the lady was like, you can have room, like 3 room, or you can have a room free for 3 nights and like have $500 in free play. My husband and I were like, even if we don't get to see Chris, we could go do that.
Yeah.
So I'll be there.
Love it.
Yes,
Awesome.
I will be at that one too.
We'll have to exchange numbers so that
yes.
we can find each other.
Brian Cabrera DJ'd at ours
we were there
past weekend, and
the whole night.
It was a lot of fun.
Was it fun?
Yeah, me and Brandy were there. Yeah.
I'm going to go see them at Lady World in Florida.
Yeah.
The festival.
Yeah.
I'm going to that festival.
Oh, cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. When I went to see the Joey and AJ thing, that was so fun.
It was. I saw that.
Most fun show
Oh
I've
my
ever had.
gosh. Like those 2 people have the best energy, I swear.
Oh, yeah.
They complement each other really well.
So well. And then when
AJ is off the wall
about like becoming who he really is and like finding himself, I was like,
the Arizona song.
Yes.
Oh,
Joe, it was funny because I had on a sweatshirt and it had cassette tapes on it, and it said like, I want you back and tearing up my heart, whatever. And when Joey was coming through the audience, he grabbed me and he hugged me, and we went to his hotel when it was after, and he was like, I tried to see what your sweatshirt said, but they made me move so fast I couldn't tell. So but it was really good to see him, and I hadn't seen AJ in I don't even know how many years, and my hair has changed colors at least 28 times since then. So it was really cool, and I got to talk to him and like sit down with him, and like having a kid who's non-binary, and just sometimes having questions about like, how do I handle this right, or what's the best way to do this, or whatever. And even though he's kind of new to really being proud of who he is, we had a really, really good kind of deep talk, and that was really special. It was really sweet. So, and then I got over to Joey, who was making inappropriate jokes. So
of course.
So
yes.
I do have one more thing for Chris. Okay. Sorry. Before I forget, a boy band symphony, they only have 1 date left. I don't know if they're going to add any more. I'm hoping they do, but it's June 14th, Columbus, Ohio, I will be going because I want
will be
tickets. I'm so excited.
Wait, but that's where I live.
This
Yeah.
live.
So when is that?
June 14th in Columbus, Ohio. So it's Jeff Timmons, 98 Degrees, Eric Estrada from O-Town, and then Chris. So it's the three of them, and they're singing like all each other's songs. They even sing Backstreet songs, Backstreet Boys.
June 14th.
This is only the fourth show, I think, that they've done. I don't know if they're going to add any more because they haven't yet.
Where's it at? Where in Columbus?
It's at Columbus Commons, the park that's right behind the theater. It's going to be outside at the park.
Oh, that's cool. That's a really cool park.
From the pictures I've seen, it looks really nice. So
yeah, it's basically on the campus of Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be going to that one. I'm waiting to see if they're going to add meet and greets. And my husband's like, well, if you go, he's like, you can't say you're going to meet Chris. He's like, you got to say you're going to see him because I've already seen him like 4 times.
Where do you live?
I live in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So, and then
we'll travel for boy bands.
Yeah,
I will. I try. I've been traveling.
Yeah. And if you need a place to stay, I'm sitting in my guest room. So.
And
road trip.
Road trip. I know.
Look, it's all the news that I have right now for Christmas.
Oh, that's pretty.
Very cute.
I love it.
And where are you?
I'm in Columbus.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, my oldest is starting at Ohio State for music therapy.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So I'm probably 15 minutes from the Commons.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
That is
so you're going to show up, right?
Yeah. I might.
You're like, hi, Chris.
I might.
Yes.
If the weather's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me know if you do, because like I said, maybe I can see you before September.
Yeah. I will. I'll let you know.
Definitely.
Right in her neck of the woods.
Yep.
Where in Georgia are you?
I'm in Columbus, Georgia. So it's like an hour and a half-ish south of Atlanta, because my husband's in the military. So we're stationed out here.
Okay. All right. We lived in McDonough, Georgia.
I've heard of that, but I'm not familiar where.
No one should ever go there.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Well, it wasn't the best time. It wasn't the best time of our lives, but no, anyways, yeah, we've lived. People always think my husband must be in the military because we've moved so many times. And he's like, no, my wife just gets bored.
We just moved because he has to.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a better reason than for me getting bored.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we got some Joey news coming up.
Yes. So quickly, he was at Cowboy Carter, the tour, Beyonce's tour. I think Instagram, him and Izzy, they were so cute. So definitely look at his Instagram. He's still doing Broadway. I'm thinking he's taking weekends off. And we're still fingers crossed for July to be in New Orleans, because 3 of us, me, Roxy, and Brandy, are going to see him in New Orleans. He hasn't confirmed, but he hasn't
or what
canceled. It's a Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but when he extended his Broadway, we were like, we're supposed to see you in New Orleans, like.
And that's in July.
Yes, it's like July 11th through 13th.
July 11th.
Yeah. So we've asked through the grapevine, and we've been told that he can take time off, and they're more lenient this time. So I'm hoping, everything is still lined up like it's supposed to be. Yeah. So that should all be good. He has another Comic-Con in Tampa, August 1st, which is after Broadway. It's almost like he gets off of Broadway and then goes straight to Tampa for Comic-Con. Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah,
he does. I think that's about it. I mean, he's just been living it up in, New York, doing Broadway.
Max Martin world.
Yes.
Have you seen the show, Kelly?
I have not.
Julia, are you planning to go see him?
We are planning to go see him. Yeah, we're not sure which day yet.
Let us know, because me and Kelsey live. Yeah. I live in Connecticut. She's in upstate New York, so we could meet you in the city.
Yeah. So our son is, when he's on his next break, when he's back in the city, I think that's when we're gonna go. So
Okay.
I think it's toward the end of June.
That's what we were planning on going
That's when
down
we were planning on going. Yeah.
So if you want to do like a mini girls thing, we could.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know. I definitely want to see it. I got to see Baby One More Time.
Oh yeah.
Which was
That's
it
awesome.
was so much fun. Like, of course, it was so much fun to me, but Justin Guarini, who, I always was like, the only thing I ever knew about him was he was the runner-up to Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah,
right. He was fan-freaking-tastic.
He's so
He's
good.
very talented.
He is good.
Like,
Yeah.
the choreography and stuff to Circus was insane. So
I
don't know how much you guys want me to talk about Brittany on here, but it was a very good show. So
we'll do another Brittany
and Juliet, but I saw it like literally a day or two before they announced Joey was gonna be Lance.
Oh gosh!
So I'm ready to go see it again because I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and it was a gift.
Yeah, I've heard it was a great show
from somebody else, and I was like 4th row, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
me and Kelsey are planning on going.
Yeah,
to this.
absolutely.
Yeah, just don't get too up close on Broadway because you get spit on.
Oh,
I would be okay with that.
I mean, I was just about to say that might be okay for you getting spit on.
We'll leave that for our Joey girl.
It's like 4th or 5th row. I think that's far enough.
Yeah, I think you're good. If he can spit that far, no, I'm leaving it alone.
He would make it a challenge. I could totally see that.
Imagine how Joey would finish that joke. Whatever it is, it's very inappropriate.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I got some Justin updates. So, of course, he's still on the festival tour. So, the next date is in Spain, and that's June 30th. And then the newest part of that is he added a new date for July 30th in Turkey, and it sold out in 20 minutes, of course. That's how JT rolls. He was at Bottle Rock this past weekend, and he looked and sounded amazing.
Yeah, Lynn was with him.
Yeah. Absolutely. He had Lynn there. His dad was there. Jess and the kids were there. Justin and Jess wore matching shirts to each other.
That was so cute.
So cute.
I love that. And so it's nice to see him do the festivals because he looks so good doing them. Like, not as in like he's hot, which he is good looking guy, but I mean he looks healthy. He looks like he's having fun. He like looks like he's in a good mental place. So I love that for him and everybody else. So
the energy of those festivals, you can't even explain it. It's like this electric energy, and performers feed off the energy of the crowd. Mm-hmm. I'm sure some of you guys have been to a concert before where the crowd was like, and the energy of the performers it's just not as good. Yeah. And these festivals, like back in the day, like Rock in Rio, those kinds of things, like their performances are so much like they're such great performers, even on a off day. On a day like that, when the crowd is that big, when you have 200,000 people singing the songs and jumping up and down and like that energy is insane. And Lynn was sad because she hadn't made it to any of the festivals yet, and then she texted me and told me she was going to that one because after that he goes off to Europe for like 2 months.
And I saw her and she looked so cute. The supportive mama always. I love one that I haven't met yet, but I really would like to. Just like being a mom, I just appreciate her so much as a mother. Mm-hmm. And I don't think moms get enough credit. Like, I know the fandom loves her and they give her credit, but I feel like it's not as much as, she's been that rock from behind the scenes. So.
Yeah, and it's hard because fans forget that she sacrificed her son.
Yeah.
She sacrificed the relationship that she could have had with him. She sacrificed being able to take her grandkids to places by themselves. She sacrificed so many things about being a mom and a grandmother to support her son and for him to be able to do what he loves. And that is a really amazing, gracious, beautiful thing. It's been like that to watch. And I think it's made it a lot easier for me to be able to do that with my kids.
Absolutely. So Lynn, if you happen to watch this, we love you. You're amazing. And thank you for being the rock behind a guy that we all love and support so much. So
sweet.
Yeah. And we have some.
I will send your love to her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
And
thank
then
you.
Brandy, we have some Lance news.
Yeah, he's been a little bit busy. You know, Lance dips in a bunch of everything.
Oh, yes.
He's
always been that way.
Correct. Him and Michael were on the cover of Love Inc. magazine for their 10-year anniversary. Those pictures are
and they
fire.
looked fantastic.
Yeah, so cute.
As always.
Yeah. Also the Blippi videos that he's been posting, hilarious.
I love those.
My feed is now all Blippi because of
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks, Lance.
Yeah.
And then the LA house tour. You know, I love his social media. He's like the, TikTok king. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
The spiral staircase, he was so proud of that. And I always wanted a spiral staircase as a kid, so I can appreciate that. So I love that.
I always wanted one too, till I stayed in the Airbnb that had one, and I almost died coming down it.
They're scary a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna die.
You love it until you have it.
I don't want to speed up too much, but I have another podcast I have to do at 8:30. So I know there's a game you wanted to play.
Yes.
So do you want to get into that?
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we can come back. We can let her go, and then we can come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Edit it all.
We're super excited for this game.
So we're doing 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
All right. Who do we want to start with?
You pick it.
I'll start.
You'll start. Okay. All right.
Are they JC related?
All right. Okay, so here are the 3 things. JC is the reason there's been no NSYNC reunion tour.
Oh, brother.
JC just finished writing a musical about Dracula. JC never knew he could sing until he got hired for Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, I know this one.
Well,
which one is it?
Which one's the lie?
The truth.
Which one's the lie?
Oh, the lie. Okay.
The first one.
Nope.
The Dracula musical.
Yep. Oh, Dracula.
It's not Dracula.
It's not Dracula.
It's not Frankenstein. I was thinking I got him confused. It's okay. I knew I was going to suck at this.
I'm like, Kelly gets 1 point. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Okay.
Kelly gets a
That's
point.
pretty good. So JC is the reason there's been no NSYNC reunion, just so everyone's clear. It's not.
They like to blame it on Justin, but it's been confirmed that it's JC. No shade to JC, but just leave Justin alone.
Changes. I think sometimes he says he wants to, and sometimes he says he doesn't. So
it has to be like the right setup.
He keeps on saying it has to be the right time.
Yeah.
But they don't have the conversation, so they can't have the right time.
Right. And it's true that he never knew he could sing until he got hired for Mickey Mouse Club.
That's crazy.
I'm not surprised.
All right, who next? You want to do Joey?
Sure, let's do Joey.
All right. Joey. Joey was in a boy band in high school called the Big Boys. No, wait. Joey was in a band in high school called the Big Guys.
Okay.
Joey has a tattoo on the inside of his bottom lip that says NSYNC.
Okay.
Joey's family collects Pez dispensers. This one's a little hard.
That is kind of hard.
I think I know it.
I don't think that he has a tattoo in there, but he's never showed us. So
that's a good point.
I haven't gotten it, so I don't know.
All right. So the truth. Here's the truths. Joey was in a boy band in high school called the Big Guys.
Yep.
Joey's family does collect Pez dispensers.
I thought so, yeah.
The lie is Joey has a tattoo on the inside of his lip that says Kelly.
Kelly. Oh, okay.
I didn't think it would say NSYNC. That was my
Gotcha.
His wife's name was Kelly.
Right.
Although
Yeah.
I
got that for you.
It's for you, yeah.
It's for you.
It's spelled the same way and everything. It's weird. All right. Okay. Who next?
Let's go with Lance.
Lance.
Yep.
Let's see. Lance's nickname is Lanston. Lance's sister is married to my cousin. Lance's sister and my sister have the same name.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think I know, but I don't know.
I'll say the second one.
I know, but I don't know.
Okay. So the truth is Lance's sister is married to my cousin. The other truth is Lance's sister and my sister do have the same name, Stacy.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
The lie is Lance's nickname was never Lanston.
Oh.
They made it that because when he
Because of
got
the N.
NSYNC,
Yeah.
the last letters of their name
the
had to
end.
form NSYNC, and Jason left, and they had to have someone whose last name ended, or whose
That's right.
name ended with an N. So they made up that they call him Lanston.
So I forced it upon him.
They forced it upon him.
Yeah. Man, these are hard.
Yeah, you guys pretty good. Okay.
Look at you.
All right. So you want to do Chris next?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna know.
Let's see. Okay, for Chris. His wife Carly's dad played for Ohio State. Chris is the most shy out of everyone in the group. Chris has played in a golf tournament with both of my husbands.
I'm gonna go with the middle one. He's not shy.
That was easy.
Yeah.
I remember about his you said it was his wife's father?
Yes.
That I do remember.
Yep,
But as soon as you said the second one, I was like, no.
My husband is a huge Ohio State fan. So when he found out, he was like, oh, that's the coolest thing ever. And he was like, he could have cared less about anything else, but he thought that was cool. But so my husband is a golfer, and he played in a memorial tournament in Nashville, and he got paired up with my ex-husband, whose name is Chris.
Oh,
wow.
And Chris Kirkpatrick.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
So the entire 18 holes, Chris Kirkpatrick was like going to get my ex-husband and my now husband to have some beef about me. It was hilarious. It was so funny. I'm like, thank God I married two of the most laid back people ever. They were like, no, she's fine.
Love it.
All right. So, Justin.
Justin.
Come on, Kels. You know everything. He knows everything.
Celia, you might get her.
All right.
Ask where his Montana's address is. Yeah. Like, that's the one thing I don't know.
All right. Okay, here we go. For Justin. He almost married Cameron Diaz. His shoe size is an 11. He is not the reason NSYNC hasn't done a reunion tour.
Well, I know he is not the reason. That is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you knew that because of me.
Well, I always knew he wasn't the reason. It's just not his MO, okay? He's always been very supportive of the guys. Now, the Cameron Diaz thing, I know that she didn't want to have kids or start a family, so I think that's the lie. I don't know his shoe size, but I know he's got big feet, so I'm going to go with the Cameron Diaz.
Okay, so his shoe size is a 10.5.
Oh, so close.
So that was the lie. The lie was that he doesn't wear, my husband wishes he was a size 11 because that's the shoe size my husband wears.
Oh, because then he could steal like some of
we get a lot of hand-me-down Jordans over here.
Oh,
my
that would have been
goodness.
perfect.
Oh yeah. We have the man of the woods ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I told you I was a fan, but not a stalker fan. I don't know shoe size and pant size and stuff like that. But
Well, that was fun though, because it took me a while. I was like, okay, because fans usually, like I said, they usually know more than I do. So I
just remember that she didn't want to start a family like right away, and I know he always wanted kids, so I felt like he wouldn't have almost married her because of that one thing, but it was like a 50-50 guess.
It was close. It was pretty close.
Yeah.
That it could have happened, but thank God it didn't.
That was fun.
No, I'm glad where he ended up. And the funny thing is, when he started dating Jess, I went to my husband and I was like, he's gonna marry her, and he was like, get out of here. No, he's not. And then they had broke up for a minute. He's like, see, I told you. I'm like, no, they're gonna get married. And then they got back together and got married. I'm like, see, I told you that was the one he was gonna marry. I just knew.
Yeah, he's always had a crush on her forever.
Yeah,
so.
from Seventh Heaven days when they were on Seventh Heaven.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they were,
Aww.
and don't believe all the stuff you see in tabloids. People are just banking on them to get a divorce.
Oh, every year it's the same one. And I keep telling everybody, I'm like, no, they're not. Like, they're best friends. They're fine. Like, leave it alone.
Yeah, someone asked me the other day, and then the next day, I think, was the video where Justin had the shirt with her on it. And I was like, does that look like a couple that's going through a divorce? Not really.
And she's been gushing about him in the media, which she doesn't have to do her press tour, but she's been saying what a great father he is, what a great husband he is, like all of these amazing things that us as girls know. If we're pissed at our husband, we're not talking about him. We don't care. We're like, oh yeah, yep.
We're like, oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's
Look
so
how
great.
we crashed 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, next question.
Exactly.
Kelly, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thank you. It was so much fun.
That was fun.
Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
I love reliving these memories just as much as everybody, as much as fun as you guys have listening to them.
We love hearing like everything.
All the things.
We're here whenever you want to talk about them. We love it. We soak it up.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll be in touch. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, and
Thank you so much.
see you in Ohio.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you again to our guest Kelly for coming and joining us. We had a blast with her, and that's it. So, bye everybody. Thank you for joining us.
And until next time, next window, please.
That was easy.
That was easy. Bye.
Bye.